Alright, let's talk. For decades, when you thought global superpower, your mind probably went to a few usual suspects. But hold up, there's a new player entering the game. Or rather, a whole subcontinent is revving its engines. We're talking about South Asia, folks. Yes, that vibrant, chaotic, and incredibly dynamic part of the world. It's not just about spicy food and colorful festivals anymore. This region is quietly, and sometimes not so quietly, building itself into a global force. Think of it like the dark horse in a race, but this horse has over 1 billion people cheering it on. Now, when I say South Asia, a giant elephant, literally and figuratively, walks into the room: India. India is massive. It's like the main character in this epic saga of growth. But it's not just India. Countries like Bangladesh are making incredible strides in manufacturing. Pakistan has immense potential. Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, the Maldives, they all add unique flavors to this incredible geopolitical curry. The world is starting to notice, heads are turning, spreadsheets are being updated. Why? Because the numbers, the energy, the sheer human potential, it's becoming impossible to ignore. So grab your chai, settle in, because South Asia's story is just getting started. And trust me, it's a page-turner. Let's zoom in on the biggest player first, India. Its economy isn't just growing, it's sprinting. We're talking about one of the fastest growing major economies globally. For 2024, the IMF projected a growth of around 6.8%. This isn't a fluke, this is sustained momentum. The country's GDP is already hovering around the $3.7 trillion mark, making it the 5th largest economy. And experts are saying it's on track to become the 3rd largest by the end of this decade. What's brewing this economic chai, you ask? Well, it's a strong blend. First up, domestic demand. India has over 1.4 billion people. That's a lot of people wanting to buy stuff. Phones, cars, data plans, you name it. This massive internal market acts like a giant shock absorber. Even when the global economy gets a little shaky, Indian businesses can often rely on folks at home to keep buying. This internal consumption engine is a huge asset, something many export-dependent economies would kill for. Then there's the services sector. This is India's superpower. Think it business process outsourcing, software development. Indian techies are legendary. They're the wizards behind the curtain for so many global companies. While India is the economic heavyweight champion of South Asia, it's not the only one throwing punches. The entire region is buzzing with activity in diverse sectors. Think of South Asia as a thali meal, lots of different dishes, each with its own unique flavor, but they all come together to make something amazing. For instance, Bangladesh has become a global powerhouse in the garment industry. Seriously, check your t-shirt label. There's a good chance it says Made in Bangladesh. They've built an incredible export-oriented industry, lifting millions out of poverty and empowering women in the workforce. It's a remarkable story of focus and execution. Pakistan, despite its economic challenges, has significant potential in agriculture and a growing tech startup scene, especially in cities like Lahore and Karachi. Their textile industry is also a major contributor. Sri Lanka, known for its tea and tourism, is also looking to diversify, with a focus on becoming a maritime and logistics hub. Then you have the smaller nations making their mark. Nepal, with its stunning natural beauty, has immense potential in tourism and hydropower. Bhutan is famous for its Gross National Happiness Index and its focus on sustainable development and high-value tourism. The Maldives, a paradise for tourists, is a leader in luxury hospitality, but also faces the existential threat of climate change. Each nation brings something unique to the table. What's exciting is the potential for greater regional economic integration. South Asian countries trading more with each other could unlock massive growth. Let's switch gears from rupees and taka to handshakes and treaties. South Asia, particularly India, is becoming more assertive on the global stage. India's foreign policy is about strategic autonomy. It wants to work with everyone on its own terms. Think of it as the popular independent candidate in a global election. India is a key member of multiple international forums, like the G20. Its G20 presidency in 2023 showcased its leadership. The Quad, with the US, Japan, and Australia, ensures a free Indo-Pacific. Relations with major powers are a balancing act. Ties with the US have deepened, especially in defense and technology. With Russia, there's a long-standing strategic partnership. And with China, it's complicated. India is also invested in its neighborhood-first policy. India champions the global south, advocating for developing countries. This multi-alignment is crucial for a region aspiring to global superpower status. Section 5. Neighbors and frenemies, the regional power play. Now, while India is out there shaking hands with world leaders, what's happening within South Asia itself? The regional political landscape is, let's say, spicy. The relationship between India and Pakistan has historically been fraught with tension. Decades of conflict, mistrust, and unresolved issues, particularly Kashmir, cast a long shadow. This dynamic often hampers regional cooperation and progress. However, it's not all doom and gloom. There are efforts towards dialogue and peace. People-to-people connections often transcend political divides. And economically, the potential benefits of peace and trade are enormous. Imagine if these two nations could focus all that energy and resources on development instead of defense. The entire region would benefit. Other countries in the region, like Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka, often find themselves navigating their relationships with both India and China, as both giants vie for influence through investments and strategic partnerships. Regional organizations like SAARC, the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, were formed with the noble goal of promoting regional integration. However, SAARC has often been hamstrung by political tensions, particularly between India and Pakistan. More recently, other groupings like BIMSTEC, the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, are gaining traction. Ultimately, for South Asia to truly emerge as a cohesive global power, greater regional stability and cooperation are essential. This means resolving old disputes, building trust, and focusing on shared interests like combating climate change, improving connectivity, and boosting intra-regional trade. The potential rewards, peace, prosperity, and a stronger collective voice on the world stage, are immense. Section 6. The demographic dividend, young, smart, and ready to code. Let's talk about people. South Asia, especially India, is sitting on a demographic goldmine. India has the world's largest youth population. More than 65% of its population is under the age of 35. This demographic dividend is a massive advantage if these young people are educated, skilled, and have opportunities. The region is churning out engineers, doctors, scientists, and tech professionals at an astounding rate. The startup culture, particularly in India, is booming. However, this demographic dividend isn't guaranteed. It can easily turn into a demographic disaster if job creation doesn't keep pace. Section 7. Bollywood and Biryani, South Asia's soft power seduction. Okay, so we've talked economy, politics, and people power. But there's another kind of power that South Asia wields, and it's incredibly potent soft power. This is the ability to influence others through attraction and persuasion, rather than coercion. And let me tell you, South Asia is a charmer. Think Bollywood. Indian cinema is a global phenomenon. Its movies, music, and stars are loved by millions, from Africa to the Middle East, from Southeast Asia to even parts of the West. It's more than just entertainment. It's a cultural ambassador. Then there's the food. Oh, the food. South Asian cuisine, Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Sri Lankan, is beloved worldwide. From fragrant biryanis and spicy curries to crispy dosas and fluffy naans, these flavors have conquered taste buds across continents. Yoga and meditation, ancient practices originating from the Indian subcontinent, have also become global wellness trends. Millions practice yoga for physical and mental well-being. The region's rich history, diverse traditions, art, music, and literature also contribute to its soft power. This cultural influence translates into real-world benefits. It boosts tourism, creates business opportunities, and fosters goodwill. South Asia's soft power is a huge asset in its quest for global influence. Section 8. Challenges on the Thali hurdles to superstardom. Now, let's keep it real. It's not all sunshine, roses, and perfectly choreographed dance numbers on the path to superpower status. South Asia faces some serious challenges. These are the metaphorical stones in the biryani, the unexpected chilies in your otherwise mild curry. First up, poverty and inequality. While economies are growing, millions still live in poverty. The gap between the rich and the poor is a major concern. Ensuring that the benefits of growth are shared widely is crucial. Infrastructure is another big one. While there are massive projects underway, new highways, airports and ports, the demand still outstrips supply in many areas. Reliable electricity, clean water, and efficient transportation are essential for sustained economic development and improving the quality of life. Then there are social challenges. Things like improving healthcare and education quality for all, tackling corruption and ensuring social cohesion in incredibly diverse societies. Environmental concerns are also looming large. Air pollution in major South Asian cities is among the worst in the world. Water scarcity is a growing problem. Addressing these environmental issues isn't just a good idea, it's an existential necessity. Section 9, the next episode, South Asia's superpower saga. So after all this, is South Asia, with India at its helm, truly poised to be the next global superpower? The signs are strong. The economic engine is roaring, fueled by a massive domestic market and a world-class services sector. The demographic dividend offers a once-in-a-generation opportunity, with a young, ambitious, and increasingly skilled population. The region's growing political influence and its vibrant soft power are projecting its presence onto the global stage like never before. It's like all the pieces of a very complex puzzle are finally starting to come together, forming a picture of a future global leader. Of course, the path isn't perfectly paved. There are significant challenges, as we discussed. Poverty, infrastructure gaps, environmental concerns, and regional political complexities. These are not small speed bumps, they are mountains to be climbed. But the trajectory is clear. The momentum is undeniable. South Asia isn't just rising, it's asserting itself, it's demanding its place at the high table. And frankly, the world needs new perspectives, new engines of growth, and new leaders. The old order is shifting, and South Asia is ready to help write the next chapter. The journey to superpower status is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires sustained effort, smart policies, and a bit of luck. The world is watching, and South Asia is ready for its close-up.